welcome back. So, Skip, you've got something cool coming up after the show today.
I hope so, yes. All the many questions, so many of you sent in for hashtag Skip rides the troller coaster. I believe we had 10,000 questions the first day. I will answer many of those questions at length via social media right after today's show, including your silly question.
That ain't no silly question. Ain't no silly
I gotta get my question in. Do I still have time?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Hashtag, long hashtag.
It's a long hashtag. I got it. I
It's
remember
a good one.
Thank you for telling us that. But first, The Herd is coming up next year on FS1, so let's head over, check in with Colin. Hey, Colin, what's on the show?
Well, OBJ is the most interesting signing of this NFL offseason. He is not the best signing, nor the most impactful, and it's shocking who we've overlooked. That's coming up.
Thanks, Colin. Time for our final topic of the day. Zion Williamson was a perfect 13 for 13 with 29 points in his return last night. Duke took care of Syracuse in the ACC tournament and will now face their biggest rivals, North Carolina, tonight in semis. So, Shannon, what do you expect from Zion?
I expect Zion to do Zion Williams type things. He'll make 3 or 4 plays that you're like, wow, I haven't seen that before. And guess what? At the end of the day, they'll take that L. Yep, they're going back to Durham like they're supposed to.
3 L's in 1 year to your team?
3.
What?
Okay.
Carolina.
Carolina, no. This is going to be Zion unleashed. This is going to be the revenge of Zion. Zion with a vengeance. Again, he got hurt. His shoe blew out on the first play of the game against Carolina at Cameron Indoor. He will wreak revenge tonight.
You know he will. Get blown out.
Really?
Yeah, blow the doors off.
What did you just tell me earlier? They suddenly morphed right back into the best team in the country with Zion back, right?
You know what, Skip?
Right. Well,
you're Zion. You so hyped on Zion.
I'm not hyped.
Put some dew on it. Put some dew on it.
Okay, you really want to do this?
I want all of it.
Not all of it, just one case.
One case.
Okay, one case, not one bottle. Last time it was one bottle.
I couldn't even win a 2-liter bottle.
Okay.
One case.
All right, one case. I got Zion
case.
for one case, and I like my chances.
You don't even like Duke.
I don't like Duke, but you made the bet. It's a silly bet.
I just want you to know, Michael Jordan, you see that?
Yeah.
He chose Duke. He chose your nemesis.
To get MJ to hear
he chose your nemesis.
I just want more Duke.
Really funny. That is it for us. We'll be back Monday morning at 9:30 Eastern. Right now, Colin tells you why New York is a big winner, even though they lost Odell. The Herd starts right now. Have a good weekend, everyone.
Did you give any thought to anything, or was this sort of the moment in time that you always envisioned you were going to be back? There was no question about it.
There was no question about it. I knew I was going to be back. Everybody has their right to their own opinion, but I knew I was coming back the whole time. A few days ago, I got some reps in with the team. But I would like to say this. There was never any pressure for me to rush back when I wasn't ready. So I think coach, assistant coaches and my teammates for that, they always told me, come back when I'm ready. And I felt ready a few days ago, and I mean, it was good to get back.
All right, Shannon, did last night's performance show that Zion made the right decision to play?
No, the right decision should not be based on how well he played. The right decision should be based on he's fully healthy. He looked fully healthy.
Okay.
He looked explosive. He was fully engaged. I thought he would be on a minute restriction.
Yeah.
He was not. He played 36 over possible 40 minutes, and he was his dominant self. Had he scored 10 points, you're going to say, oh, that was the wrong decision? So the decision can't be based on the outcome or how well he played. The decision needs to be based on, did he look healthy? Is he healthy? Was he healthy? And he looked all of those things. He looked healthy, Skip. He looked explosive, and he played extremely well. That's what the decision should be based on. And for me, you can't look and say, well, if he had 10 points, or you're going to say, man, see, I told you he shouldn't have came back. He don't look like Zion. Skip, I saw no ill effects. He wasn't favoring. He wasn't laboring. He looked like the Zion pre-injury. He was voted ACC Player of the Year. He's going to be National Player of the Year because you see how they look without him and you see how they look with him.
True.
No question. R.J. Barrett is good. He might be a better NBA player than Zion. But for college, it's not even close, Skip Bayless. And so, look, at the end of the day, whenever that is, when he walks off the court, because he's only played 1 year in Duke, he walks off the court healthy, I'm gonna thank you. That's job well. That's it, Skip, because that's the only way we're gonna know if the decision was right.
Yep, you were right about that. I was just blown away by what I saw from opening tip.
Yeah.
Zion Williamson was one big ball of fiery joy.
Yes.
Yeah.
He just unleashed on Syracuse. It was 6 games of pent-up energy that he just unleashed all over those poor Cuses, right?
Yes.
And it was like he was a superhero playing among mortal beanpoles, because Syracuse looked like a bunch of beanpoles to me.
Small to me.
They might be the skinniest team in college basketball, right?
Yeah.
Even Boeheim's kid Buddy is a freshman, but he's 6'5" and looks like he weighs like 140, you know? Like, but Zion's just...
It's a little different weight class.
But Skip, everybody gonna look skinny next to Zion.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
I got it. So it was a joy to watch his joy. I love his love for basketball.
Yes.
I love everything he said. He told ESPN right after the game, I wasn't going to leave my boys hanging, and he's not.
Right.
He's just not.
That's it.
I got that.
And that's what it comes
from the
down to.
heart.
Yep.
That's from the bottom of the heart,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So he played fearlessly. He almost played recklessly, because that's just the way he plays.
Right.
So there was no hesitation. To your point, he looked 100% healthy. But tonight, now the stakes get ramped up, and he'll be even more amped up to try to get some revenge on a Carolina that beat them both times.
Swept them.
Swept
That's what
them.
we do, the Tar Heels.
Oh, so now you're a we on the Tar Heels.
always-
And I know you grew up that way.
Yes.
Okay. But the Tar Heels stole one game at Duke, right, at Cameron Indoor, because he went down on the first play of the game.
So what were they going to do? What are you going to say tomorrow? Well,
Monday.
Monday,
Yeah.
when we sweep, triple them up. And what you going to say then? Zion, it was only his second game back?
I don't think I'll have to say that.
Oh, you'll
because
have
I'm
to
pretty
say
sure
that.
Duke's going to get its revenge in this game.
No, they're not.
Okay, now I'm going to get serious, and maybe this is a low blow, cheap shot, but I got to bring this up because this is my point about college basketball versus the NBA. That kid Jackson Hayes, I don't know if you know who he is. He was the Big 12 Freshman of the Year for Texas, and he's from Cincinnati because his father is the tight ends coach for the Bengals, Jonathan Hayes.
Yeah,
Do you remember him?
Yeah.
Okay, so he played in the NFL. His mom played basketball at Drake, and last night, Jackson Hayes, there's 2 minutes left in the game, that happened.
Yeah.
Okay, is it freakish? He got tangled up, you know, and just went down. It's kind of like a weird, freakish tangle injury.
Weird,
okay.
yeah.
And Shaka Smart said after the game, we have no idea how badly he's hurt. We got to get, that game took place in Kansas City. They had to fly back to Austin last night because they barely lost the game. That does not look good to me.
Right.
He seemed in pain.
Right.
Like he thought something really bad had happened. Okay, for those who don't know, Jackson Hayes, he's 6'11". He's going to be a top 10, 15 pick in the NBA draft. Okay, is this going to hurt his stock? Is this going to damage his potential in the NBA? I hope not.
I hope so, too.
Okay, but again, this is what can happen freakishly.
Right.
And my point on Zion from the start is he is so huge and so explosive.
We've never seen anything like this, not this package.
With such hops. I mean, you can't hop at 285 like that.
Can you imagine the torque of going up there like that and coming down?
Coming down like that?
And so, and you skipped what they did tonight. He because he blew the shoe out in the Paul George 2.5.
Kyrie.
They went to the Kyrie. Now, it was reported early in the year he blew the toe out of the Kyrie. So Nike sent someone down.
It sounded like it wasn't even a Kyrie anymore. Like they completely customized it, right?
Custom, yeah.
It's just Kyrie and look. But by the time they gutted the shoe and made it his, because they stood the most to lose, Nike.
That is correct. I'm with you.
But Skip, there's something transpired in this ball game, and Jim Boeheim tried to poo-poo it, and the gentleman tried to poo-poo it. Howard tripped him.
Yep.
He tried to trip him, Skip, because you know what? If that had been Grayson Allen, we'd have probably led the show with it. That guy stuck his foot out there and tried to trip.
It took Grayson Allen 3 trips before he even got suspended.
Exactly.
So obvious, though.
Look, like I said, I can walk. I understand how you do it, and you try to do it subtly. But here's the thing. When there's cameras around, there's no subtlety to it because someone sees it, and the camera caught it.
I'm not sure how the refs missed that one because it was pretty blatant.
Yes. So all of a sudden, he's standing there. All of a sudden, he sticks his foot out. Well, that's not what I was trying to do. You think I waited this long to trip somebody?
4 years. He's a 4-year
Yeah,
player.
you think I waited this long to trip somebody?
We noticed
Yeah,
it right
Yeah, he
away.
did.
that's exactly.